Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kia Simone. And listen, I was in those internet streets like I be, and I saw some things that I decided I was gonna come down here and talk to y'all about. Now, I was actually gonna come down here yesterday because I saw Amanda Seales online reacting to an article that was written about her, and I was absolutely triggered. Well, I came down here with the screaming and yelling and carrying on, and that just wasn't it. So I had to give myself a minute. I see you're triggered. You need to go somewhere, count to 10, take 5 deep breaths, and come back. And that's what I did. But I got some to get off my chest, so here I go. And while I was counting to 10 and taking my deep breaths, I saw other going on the internet. I saw Russell Simmons and Aoki Lee Simmons, or whatever her damn name is today. Their daughter, their 21-year-old daughter, is down to the beach somewhere with somebody's pawpaw, some 65-year-old man, kissing on her on the beach. I said, what in the generational curse hell is going on here? She's 21 years old and I got 21 questions. I'm gonna ask y'all and see if y'all got some answers because I am thoroughly confused. But let's just get into it. Before we do, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. Of course, I gotta shout out my super thanksers. Thank you so much to Maury Stanley, Yvette Greer, OBA, Tanya Fuller, and on Cash App, Amber E, who is our Amber Lede. Let's just get into it. So I saw Amanda Seales on Instagram reacting to an article that was written about her, and the title of the article is that Amanda Seales is a victim of nothing but her own hubris. Now, no, I did not read the article because I find that headline in and of itself to be absolute bullshit. And I have a very limited bullshit capacity, so I couldn't take all that in. This article and a few others were written as a response to Amanda Seales taking to the internet to express how she felt about being excluded from events and organizations that would reach out to her for consultation but would not extend an invitation. So you can use me to pour into these events, to plan these events, to execute these events, but I'm not good enough to actually attend these events. Now, I'm going to try to remain calm, and I'm going to try to use my words to really express how I feel about this, because this bullshit had me absolutely triggered. It pissed me off, and y'all know my country apple is already loud, emotional, and in your face, so I'm going to try to keep my cool. But let me tell you how I feel. Now, let's first address this headline, which is that Amanda Seales isn't a victim of anything but her own hubris. First of all, by definition, hubris is excessive self-confidence. You mean to tell me that a person who has education and eloquence to express themselves in regard to issues that impact Black women, when that person is ostracized from the industry that they've poured so much into, they are the problem? So when they're not willing to play the go along to get along, when they're not willing to turn a blind eye to bullshit, that equates to them being a victim of their own hubris. That pissed me off. That's some utter bullshit. And what further pissed me off is I'm pretty sure that this article was either written by another Black woman or written under a pseudonym that is supposed to lend to the belief that it was written by another Black woman for the purpose of compounding the issue and causing deeper division, which for me makes it all the more troubling and triggering. Now, I'm gonna start by saying that maybe I have a bias towards Amanda Seales because I have been a fan of her and her work for many, many years. Now, not that I've been around a bunch of famous people, but the only two people I can truly say I've been starstruck by being in the same space as is Amanda Seales and Representative Maxine Waters. Because for me, a woman with a brilliant mind who will speak truth to power just does it for me. I mean, I absolutely admire those women. I admire their work. I admire their fearlessness. And no, I do not think that they're perfect people. I do understand that people have their stories of their experience of Amanda Seales, that she's rubbed different people the wrong way at some point in life. And while that may be true, I'm just not going to sit around and watch people relegate to her ego or her confidence, some overinflated confidence, the work that she has done to stand up for, to defend, to protect Black women. Now, some people will go as far as to say, well, you know, she's too aggressive. She goes too far. She's argumentative. She's always fighting with somebody. But maybe that's because there's always a fight to be fought. And maybe that's because she's dedicated herself to a mission that's bigger than herself, especially in an industry where everyone is out for self. This woman has said, you know what, maybe it is going to cost me some opportunities, but I'm going to stand up for what's right. I'm going to stand up for what I believe in. To have years of work rewarded with some bullshit about this person is only a victim of their own hubris is insulting and demoralizing. Watching her react to the article on Instagram, you could hear the hurt in her voice. You could see the tears in her eyes. That triggered me, and it broke my heart in a place that is already broken, because I know what it is. I know what it is to be the girl who puts her neck on the line for people who will turn their nose up at you. I've been the black woman on the job who's willing to stand up for people when nobody else will. And I know how thankless it is. And hell, the truth is, half the time they can't tell you thank you because they've been waiting to see you fall, because they believe that you have this hubris, this excessive self-confidence, because you have integrity, because you're willing to stand up for what you believe in. And there's something about the way that you operate with integrity. There's something about the way that you allow your light to shine that makes them feel dim. And I cannot tell you how much of a rock and a hard place it feels like to be fighting the monster, to defeat the monster, and then turn around and be villainized by the very people that you fought for. It is a hurting feeling. Now, they'll turn their nose up and they'll make you the villain, and they'll say that you're a victim of your hubris until the very monster that you were fighting comes around to bite them. And what further blows my mind is the people who will villainize the person who stands up, who will say, oh, maybe you should just learn to go along and get along. Maybe you need to learn to be quiet. Maybe you need to learn to stay in your place. Will be the very same people that'll be looking for the leaders. Where have all of our leaders gone? Where are the people who fight for us? You trampled them. To have a lifetime of standing up for what you believe in be met with that kind of disregard and disrespect is enough to take the fight out of you. In my opinion, the backlash that Amanda Seales gets is not warranted. It's not right, and it's not fair. And don't get me wrong, I don't think she's a perfect person. I get that she might have had some tense relations with a number of people, and that is what it is. My thing is, you don't have to like her, but you got to look at her resume and respect her. That thing hurt me to my heart to watch that woman on the internet fighting tears, trying to defend her life's work that had been reduced to her hubris. Now, I don't know that this will ever reach Amanda's eyes or ears, but it just was on my heart to speak to that and to say that even with these people writing these articles, even with a whole industry coming up against her, there is an entire army of women that stand with her. There's an entire army of women that are inspired by her, that have her back. Personally, I'm grateful for the likes of an Amanda Seales, who will go into spaces that are difficult for Black women to access and will not go along to get along. She will stand up for what's right. I'm grateful to have that. So I just had to come down to this internet and get it off my chest and not only say that I stand with Amanda Seales, but whoever had the sheer audacity to write that stupid shit that they called an article needs to be ashamed. Because the same people who write some stupid shit about she's only a victim of her own hubris are the same people who will be running around quoting Malcolm X about how the Black woman is the most unprotected woman in the world. And as soon as we have somebody who is willing to stand up for our interests at all costs, all you know how to do is tear them down. So my heart and my support go out to Amanda Seales. I truly hope that she knows just how much support she really does have, regardless of how this industry seems to be coming at her. And as she said in her reaction, she is anointed. She will not be broken, because even more than the likes of me and people from this walk of life, people who have had to fight the good fight have her back, God has her back. And when God got your back, every stone that is thrown at you becomes a stepping stone to your greatness. Now, moving on, I'm a price to this child name wrong, but I believe it's Aoki Lee Simmons, Kimora Lee and Russell Simmons' youngest daughter. She's 21 years old, and she was seen. They got pictures. I saw them, and I about passed out. Pictures of her on a beach with a 65-year-old man. He looked like he could be her granddaddy. He old enough to be her granddaddy. For some reason, she out there touching lips with him. Oh, now I know she ain't but 21 years old, but I got 21 questions. And the first one is, where's her mama? Didn't nobody call 911 when they saw them together? Nobody asked, is that your granddaughter? Like, what the fuck is this? Everywhere I saw the post of the pictures being shared, everybody kept saying, oh, she get it from her mama. She just like her mama. I'm trying to figure out now. Listen, I get that her mom was a teenager or a very young woman when she got with Russell Simmons. That speaks a lot more to Russell Simmons than it does to the mom. I mean, because I don't know what her dynamic was with her mama. I don't know why your mama was allowing you to be with an old ass man. But what in the generational curse is going on? Is this her following in her mom's footsteps? Is this her mom encouraging her to say, hey, look, don't waste your youth messing with nobody who's youthful. Go on over there to that old man who got some old money and get yourself set up. Is it daddy issues? Is she attracted to somebody like her father who was a much older, basically predatory man? Is this some weird Russell karma where he has to see his daughter in the arms of some old man in the same exact dynamic that he had her mother in? Is that what's going on? Where are her parents? I mean, just the other day, I saw a clip of Kimora kicking it with the Kardashians, and she giving Khloe all kind of relationship and family advice. If you could be over there giving Khloe advice, you could be somewhere dialing 911 to get this prehistoric predator off your damn child. Like, where is her mama? And I'm asking about her mother because I know her daddy already out his damn mind and out the damn country. He done been raising hell in the family apparently for years now. He accusing Kimora of stealing all kind of money to help the second, third, fourth husband. Shit, I don't know. She say he ain't got no damn money. He ain't been taking care of these kids and only God knows how long. All kind of shit they got going on. And that leads me to wondering, is she with him for the money? Like, is the family money so fucked up that this girl is out here with some 65-year-old man because of money? Even if it's a situation of she needs money or financial access and this man has it, all money ain't good money. Why isn't she somewhere enjoying her youth? Now, I mean, I made all the best decisions in my 20s now, but my 20s don't owe me shit because I had the best time. I mean, I was somewhere on my neck. I turned, and I do not regret it. To this day, when you know young boys, because for some reason them young boys like to come up to me, I'm like, baby, you might need to check my birth certificate. I don't think you understand. One of the first things I always tell them is you don't even realize you haven't lived your life yet. You don't know that there is so much life to be lived and so much fun to be had in your 20s while you don't have any bunch of responsibilities, while you haven't built all these commitments. You don't know that this time is for you. Go have you some fun. There's an old saying that youth is wasted on the young. Don't waste your youth chasing old folks and money and shit. The shit will come. Have a good time. Make memories. Create a foundation for your life. But to be running around here with somebody's pawpaw at the age when you probably have the best body you're going to have, the least responsibilities you're going to have, the most options you're going to have. You can do anything you want with your life. When you're 21 years old, you don't even realize how much space and opportunity you have to make whatever life you want. And I promise, old rich men gonna always be around. They've always been around. And I hope that one day she comes to that realization. Now, that's just my outlook. I don't know the inner workings of her life. I don't know what has pushed her into the arms of this old ass man. I don't know what in the pretty woman hell is going on. But that was disturbing to me. And listen, trust me, I know there's going to be the whole sector of people. I mean, why be with somebody young and broke if she could be with somebody who's established with some money? Yeah, she can get the money, but what is she trading for it? I wouldn't let the vampire from 1960 suck up my youth. You can go to hell, sir. And then even if it is a money thing, she's 21 years old, and there are so many young people who are becoming millionaires much earlier in their life from streaming and all kind of internet. These children know how to make $1 million a million ways. Why not somebody in her age bracket? Why would you jump straight to SSI eligibility? I just help. But in truth, I don't blame that child. I blame her parents. I don't know what she's been exposed to. I don't know what support she has or has not been given. I don't know if her parents are disturbed and they raising hell or if they over there telling her go get the bag. But this disturbed me to my soul to see that she looks almost childlike to me. And this man on the beach taking pictures, like, what you gonna do? Send it to your friends? Ugh. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what I think. I just know I'm disturbed. I'm gonna pray for the little girl. Bless her heart. Somebody help. Now listen, this ain't got nothing to do with nothing. This is not my lane. I don't typically get into this. But as a music connoisseur, as a writer, and as a Carolina girl, I cannot help but notice that for some reason, Kendrick Lamar has picked a fight with J. Cole. Now, I'm going to tell you, first of all, these are absolutely top tier lyricists. There is no so-and-so camp with so-and-so, not here. But I'm going to tell you this. First of all, in that comeback J. Cole had, bruh is holding back, okay? All right, okay? And I really feel like this whole Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole beef is going to be the second coming of some Jay-Z, Nas type of beef. And if you recall, Jay-Z used to talk that, all right? He was talking that, and he went poking at Nas. He went poking with Nas. Nas woke up and ethered his ass, okay? All right? And I do believe history is going to repeat itself. I'm just saying. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why Kendrick Lamar woke up and chose violence with J. Cole of all people, but you gonna get grown Simba up out his cage and it ain't gonna go well. And you got to know mixtape J. Cole to know that grown Simba. I wish he would put that on a streaming platform, please. I also think this is gonna be the restoration of how rap battles are really supposed to go, because I don't see either one of them like taking it beyond rap, music, booths, studios. I don't see them going to the streets about chitty chitty bang bang, because I like that line you put in my song. I really think it's going to be, while it's going to be a lot, but I also feel like it's going to be restorative to the craft. And I can't wait to see. I can tell you no word lie. Y'all know I be talking peace and I want everybody to get along, but I'm going to have my eyes peeled back for this shit. But yeah, that's all the shit I was seeing all through these internet streets. I mean, it's just hell going on out here. I think I'm gonna stay in my damn house. But that's it, that's all, and I ain't got no more. Thank you so much for coming down here, listening to me, and letting me get it off my chest. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you've not already. And in the meantime, until next time, just like every time, I love you, and I mean it. Bye.